2.4 million, Jack. You're done.
Funny how the loser always ends up holding the bag.
Badge. Yeah. Screw you too.
Final notice. Pay by Friday or we collect.
$1. Hell of a comeback.
Lot 47, abandoned township. Utilities dead, liability included. Parcel number, opening bid, $1.
For that dump?
$1.
Sold.
Congrats, cowboy, you bought a graveyard.
Okay, what did I just buy? That's deeper than it looks. What the hell?
Ah, damn.
No mint mark, no match. Great.
Come on, magic coin, give me a break. No, no way. You gotta be kidding me. Gold?
Who's there?
Okay, pawn shop, assay. First thing. 98% purity. So the dump pays rent. All right. What do you want? You've got to be kidding me.
Cash talks.
Guess I'm not dead yet. Heard you found money. Touch me again, I break your wrist.
A ghost town? That your big recovery plan?
Watch me. For what, exactly? A machine that prints miracles. This better pay. Come on, work! Holy. Why is their name here? Okay, now we're talking. Of course it's a giant corporation. Yeah, I need records on an abandoned town and an old mineral transfer.
I'm sorry, sir, but the file appears to be missing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, who's up there?
Not funny. You're not dead. You're hiding assets. One fix at a time.
Mr. Mercer, I believe you own something that belongs to us. Let's not waste each other's time.
Funny. That was my line.
Evelyn Cross. Cross Dominion.
Then maybe you can explain why your company's name was buried under my street.
10,000. Fine. 100,000.
For a ghost town?
For a liability I'd rather make disappear.
Then it's worth more than 100 grand.
Mr. Mercer, men have vanished chasing what's under this town.
Good thing I've got nothing left to lose. No. This isn't random. There's a vein under this town.
You still don't understand what you bought? It's not land. It's a grave. If it blows, duck.
You always this gentle?
Only with machines. People cost extra.
Internet, look at this cursed-ass town!
Not cursed. Historic.
Dude, cursed gets clicks.
That clown yours?
Unfortunately, maybe. This town pays when we fix it. Holy crap, that's real.
That's disgusting.
We fix smart, we cash out smarter.
Bro, that title alone pays my rent.
No power, no lights, no tourists. We start with electricity.
Oh, this is money. Literal spooky money. Tell me that wasn't dead 10 minutes ago. Jack? Did you guys see that?
There's nobody there.
That's worse.
Then explain the footprints.
If I die, clip this and monetize it.
There's a hollow under this.
Found your secret.
Is that blood? Chat's losing its mind.
Jackpot. Don't dig the deepest shaft.
Cool. Hate that.
Whatever's down there, someone wanted it buried. Put that back if you want to sleep at night.
Jesus, don't do that.
This town pays, then it collects.
Good. I've got bills. What's next?
The chapel. Restore the house, and the dead may answer.
Roof patch, beam brace, wiring retour. 2 days if he doesn't screw it up.
We do it today. And now, America watches bad decisions become content.
Okay, that's creepy in a fancy way. There we go. Sweet mother of cash.
That symbol again.
So they didn't just own the land, they owned the mine.
Yo, what the hell?
Town's closed, man.
You own the place. I handle the idiots.
Oh, damn, May is farming bodies. Who sent you?
Cross people, okay? They said stop you before you open the mine.
Why? What's in that mine?
Man, I'm not dying for your curiosity.
Jack, they came to scare us. Instead, they just sold tickets.
Then we stop hiding. Tomorrow, we open the mine. Live.
Then let him walk into it.
Welcome to the money hole.
Either we get rich, or this becomes true crime content.
Watch your step, don't lean on old timber, and if you hear cracking, run first, scream later.
Let's see what your family buried.
Nope. Absolutely nope.
Air's wrong down here.
They left in a hurry.
Tell me somebody else hears that.
Guys.
Yeah, I vote we respect the wall.
This is fresh.
Wall can talk later. Move.
Oh my god! That's not a rock! That's tuition! Bag it. Everything.
If this thing isn't lying, we're stupid rich.
Say that again?
This isn't just gold. This mix, nobody finds this by accident.
Ladies and degenerates, the haunted town just printed money. He actually hit something.
They laughed when I bought it. They can choke now.
Don't celebrate yet. This sample can rewrite energy pricing.
You mean rich?
I mean, people kill states over less. Mr. Mercer, did you steal company assets?
Funny how a failed auction and suddenly finds gold. We're filing seizure and fraud claims.
Ah, yes. Rich people doing pirate stuff with paperwork.
Before we talk theft, let's talk receipts. Your company billed cross-dimensionate for survey suppression. Ring any bells?
Sir, care to respond?
You didn't fire me because of that auction. You fired me because I saw paperwork I wasn't supposed to see. This is nonsense.
Then explain why your people never ported the mineral class under this land.
Oh, this is better than TV.
You push deeper, Jack, and you'll die faster than you went broke.
I miss indoor fear.
Mayor hid this in layers. Church first, station second.
Got something.
Please be cash. Please be cash.
Not cash. Better.
This shaft layout makes no sense, unless they rerouted around something.
That's not natural. That's a cover-up.
7? In a shaft this size? No way.
They buried the collapse, then buried the count.
Tell me that's wind. Lie to me.
I saw him.
Welcome to America's most profitable bad decision.
You look haunted.
He pointed at the mine.
Then either you're losing it, or someone wants to be found.
The dead don't beg for gold. They beg to be remembered. Memory doesn't pay my debt. This town gave you money so you'd stay, not so you'd cash out.
I'm not touching that.
There's a room behind this.
Not a room, a hiding place.
Every bad wall in this town has lore behind it.
Someone lived in here.
Mayor's daughter.
Father says the crossmen count ore better than they count souls.
Okay. That's not ghost story creepy. That's lawsuit creepy.
They sealed men below before the blast was called an accident. They murdered them.
Grab the papers!
Move!
They got hair!
History is expensive, Jack.
Then I'm done selling cheap.
Okay, nah, that well is freelancing.
It never gave this much before.
Ladies and gentlemen, capitalism, but haunted!
Systems don't overproduce without a cost.
Maybe this is the cost, paying us back.
We pause and figure out the pattern.
Or, wild idea, we take the blessing before the curse updates.
Don't tell me you're considering that.
I spent my whole life getting scraps. I'm not turning away when the table finally breaks my way. Choose. You've got two businesses here. One is truth, one is leverage.
Who invited LinkedIn?
He makes ugly numbers survivable.
If you cash this right, you can outrun every before sunrise.
And if we chase the records, we expose a century-old mass murder.
Dead men need justice. Living people need strategy. We stabilize first, then we dig.
That's how people talk right before they sell out.
Can we maybe do both and only traumatize me once?
Clean name, clean money, clean future.
And the cost?
Bring me the maps. And when the time comes, the coin.
You know about the well.
Everybody wants to survive the truth. Very few do.
If they erased names, they erased evidence.
Jack.
They were trying to leave a roll call.
Officially dead twice. Good. Now help me make this look legal.
Grab that.
You get 30 seconds before this tunnel gets opinions.
This is it. 63, not 7.
They ordered the blast after the cave-in.
Photo, video, every page. Please let this upload before we become geology.
Move! Now!
This way!
No, 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 no.
Come on!
I have amazing news if you hate us.
Forget the files. We're breathing.
That was everything. You want me up there? No way.
He hid the master copy in the one place nobody'd sell for lumber.
The mine is buried. Ring the town awake. I brought permits. Please tell me one of them says not illegal anymore. We go public before Cross does. Make the town too visible to erase. We don't hide the town. We sell the future.
Historic tragedy, haunted infrastructure, premium merch. Oh, we're cooking.
Funny how helpful you got overnight.
I like winning. Right now, you're the better bet.
Historic tragedy, haunted infrastructure, premium merch. Oh, we're cooking.
Funny how helpful you got overnight.
I like winning. Right now, you're the better bet. Tomorrow, they either call me a fraud or a founder. Good evening, everybody.
That is not in the program.
Move! Everybody! To the road!
Oh, you sneaky corporate ferret.
This town's not glitched. It's furious.
Keep streaming. If this goes down, the whole world watches. Cool. We're nationally cursed. He didn't just steal from us. He handed them the town.
They're setting charges.
Authorities are investigating a possible fraud operation.
My concern is public safety.
Weaponize TED Talk. That woman could weaponize a TED Talk.
Before revenge, look.
He synced his mail wrong.
They're blowing the old shaft before sunrise.
So let me summarize. We're broke, haunted, canceled, and on a timer.
Then we go first.
Fine. I'll stay topside and keep the mob busy.
If the core exists, it's below the sealed blast line.
If I don't come back,
Then at least die photogenic. Welcome back, Internet. Tonight's content, felony level history. No, genius. If this were fake, I'd have asked for scholarships by now.
This blast blast came from the outside. They sealed people in.
of course they made a key. Oh, God. Now you know. Gold was never the gift. Then what is this? A lure. We fed greed to keep someone digging. We paid people to stay long enough to find the truth. Most took the gold and ran. You can take the vein, become rich beyond law. Or speak for the buried and end what feeds this town. Take it. If I say no, I lose all of it. Now choose. I wanted the money. Then I wanted to win. Now I want this to end. Then run.
He made the wrong right choice, didn't he?
No!
He's trapped.
If you die, I'm emotionally unequipped.
Then hold the line and quit talking.
Took you long enough.
You let go of that bag first.
Not before I know it gets out.
Cross trucks just hit the ridge. We got minutes.
On 3, you crawl. No hero crap.
Take the truth.
No! No!
He's trapped. Mr. Mercer has staged a dangerous spectacle.
Is it true you fabricated the haunting?
He is desperate, unstable, and very persuasive on camera.
Play this.
They sealed the men in. This was murder.
"63 names. 1 signed order."
Ancient documents prove nothing about me.
No. But your demolition order from last night does.
Well, damn. Judas got a conscience. I took this. I'm also here to testify.
You have no idea what you've unleashed.
Executives are now facing criminal investigation.
To lawsuits, prison, and content.
This is every transfer, shell company, and payoff trail I could pull.
You still sold us out.
Yeah. Then I found out what survival costs.
Then pay it forward. You're home now.
Did the haunted well just file paperwork? From cursed dump to premium destination.
No more hidden shafts. No more buried names.
If it creaks, reinforce it. If it glows, call me.
Yes, the ghosts are retired. Merch is not.
He actually pulled it off. Took him long enough. You don't own me anymore.